Hey everyone, and welcome to another Planet Coaster challenge video, where today we're going to be embarking on sort of a big, kind of project challenge sort of thing that I thought I'd take on following the whole 50-foot challenge, whatever. So basically this challenge is we're building a compact hypercoaster within a certain size of land. Now, this suggestion comes from No Name 117 Spore, I got that name right, where basically they suggested doing a 21 by 21 tile plot of land to build a hypercoaster on. However, I am slightly changing this. I am sorry. I did 30 by 30 because I did try 21 by 21 and I could not get anything that was going to be within reason of what I'd like. So I've tried to keep it as small as possible, but 30 by 30 is what I've gone for, and I've tried to keep to the rules as best as possible, so thank you very much for the good suggestion, and this is basically what we've done today. So anyway, this challenge basically is build a hypercoaster within this certain plot of land, and basically how long can it be, and basically how good can the layout sort of be. So basically what I've done is gone for an Intamin hypercoaster with a similar sort of start to Conda, and basically just try to throw some fun inversions, bit of airtime, and try to make it as long of a layout as possible. So as you can see, the time lapse going in the background. I've basically just decided to throw in a lot of sort of fast-paced elements. I've got a weird downward stall there. Basically, there's a weird final inversion at the end, and honestly, this coaster turned out really well in my opinion, and I basically tried my best to sort of fit this whole thing within this 30 by 30 box. Obviously, the 30 represents 34 meter pieces, so this actual whole area would be, 120 meters squared? I believe would... Hang on, I am... yeah, okay, yeah, it's 120. So it's just like how good of a coaster can you build in this sort of size? And to be honest, I'm really happy with the result, and I'm hoping that even though I have changed the rules a tiny bit, I hope this suffices anyway. But most of the challenge, it's not like my normal challenge videos where I would kind of build it alongside the commentary. This time, because this is such a big coaster, I decided to take a different approach and go for a time-lapse first, and then just talk over my thought process of the layout, as I've just done, and then basically you can just see the whole process of me building this thing. So once I've finished with the layout and getting the pieces converted down, I only went to 2 meter this time, again, because it was a challenge coaster video, and I really wanted to try and prioritize the sort of layout, and also making it look decent, because I did the 2 meter backwards trick, which makes the pieces look like 4 meter, and the tie spacing is really nice, and it looks like a beautiful coaster when it's all finished. So unlike other challenge videos, I do actually have something planned for this coaster. So I'm going to sort of take the layout, put it in a new park, and then build some areas and lights and scenery and stuff, and make a proper cinematic video down the line. So this use of the coaster is purely just going to be for the, little cinematics, the challenge, and to prove that yes, you can build a hypercoaster in a 30 by 30 sort of square. And honestly, I don't think the result's too bad, and I'm kind of happy that I'm doing it this way, because I feel like if I tried to rush out some cinematics at the end of this video, it wouldn't be as good as sort of, other things. But anyway, I'm happy with how this has turned out, so I hope that you guys will enjoy this content as much as I had fun making it. So obviously I do a load of custom supports for this coaster, proper Intamin style superstructures with some really nice dark colour schemes that you're going to see in a bit whenever the coaster has been fully smoothed. I decided to cut out the smoothing because it took a long time, but obviously once the coaster is fully finished and all sorted, we can see the custom supports and catwalks and things. So anyway, whilst this is going, I just wanted to quickly talk about how just grateful I am for the support I've had on the channel recently. Like, you guys are absolutely insane. Like, we nearly at 3,000 subscribers, and like, that is to me just incredible, and I thank each and every one of you for watching the videos and taking the time to press the subscribe button. To be brutally honest, it is absolutely mind-blowing, and I can't even speak. But I just appreciate every single one of you. Great viewers. I don't have a name for you, but you that's what I'll call you. But I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the content as well. I don't want to like do the same thing sort of over and over again in terms of like challenge videos. Like, I try to keep them as spaced as possible because I don't want to default just to these, because even though you guys do like them, obviously they are very different from what I normally do, which is I like to prioritize my own builds and then show them off after they're finished, rather than do that, and then we do have the series going, the Flawless series as well, and I've got like the little projects such as the Nemesis recreation going at the same time. So I am just glad that you guys are enjoying this type of content as well, and I will keep it going for as long as you guys want to see it. And like, they're gonna get bigger and they're gonna get more, you know, ambitious. Like, this is the first of, I think, a good series of challenge videos where we're really gonna push the boundaries of what this game can do. Like sort of what Misty's has done. He did a sort of RMC challenge where he tried to make the best possible layout for an RMC ever, and his video is very much similar to the concept that I wanted to do for, which sort of after seeing his video. And honestly, I recommend you go give it a watch. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you can go and see it. It's very good. The layout is astounding. I don't know how he comes up with this stuff, but I do want to kind of take that, you know, approach with it and really go for sort of big projects rather than oh, here's a, you know, what's the best coaster I can make in an hour sort of thing. Like, that is a good challenge, but it doesn't really capture the sort of scale that I want in Planko. Like, I am all for big, exciting projects that really take time and have meaning behind them, that you can see the effort. Like, I feel like this is the first, for me, of these kind of challenge videos, and I want to keep doing them. So if you have any suggestions for future challenge videos, please leave them in the comments, and I will get around to reading them and pick the best one for the next challenge video, which will be out in whenever, but it will be out eventually. I suppose as well, uploads may start to slow down a little bit in September. I'm going back to do a foundation course at college, so I will be a little bit sort of swamped with work. Not as much as I was sort of the last year, because obviously I had to do exams, but they may start to slow down a tiny bit. I know they've not been terribly consistent anyway, so I am sorry about that, but if there's a little bit of a break, I'm not dead. I do not plan to stop uploading anytime soon. As long as the game still runs on my computer, I will be uploading. And hopefully, obviously, if Planet Coaster 2 gets announced in the future, I will be right on that content, and I will be happy to produce loads more just to sort of see it through. So as much as you guys are probably like, I mean, some of you probably wonder like where the videos are. Like, I used to be very consistent with sort of like bi-weekly uploads. Like, I just don't have the time to be able to make the quality of content that I want in that short of a time frame anymore. And it's not because I don't want to, it's purely just because I want to make the best possible content for you guys, instead of sort of half hashing videos out and getting them done just for the sake of the upload schedule. I'd like to post videos when they're ready, not when they should be ready, if you know what I mean. So sorry for waffling, but basically I'm just going to go with uploading whenever's best for me, when best for everyone, and then basically when the content is as good as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with the rest of the time lapse, just to kind of finish it. I think it's only got like 5 or so minutes. I'll put chapters on the video so you can skip to the bits you want to see. Obviously you don't have to do the whole time lapse, but I'll just quickly leave you with the rest of the time lapse and sort of re-talk to you at the end once we've finished the coaster and I've gone through it a little bit. So I will see you then. Alright, so after recording the entire time-lapse and also adding some support and a little area to it, this is the finished product of what we've got. Basically, this is the best compact hypercoaster I think I could come up with in our, 30 by 30 space. Yes, I am aware that some of the footers are a little bit out of the boundary and some of the supports are, well, very much out of the boundary a little bit, but I think ignoring some of those minor details, I'm very, very happy with what's happened here. Yeah, this coaster has been quite a fun one to build, to be really honest, and I do think setting out to achieve a compact hypercoaster in a limited space has really worked, and I'm genuinely really happy with how this has turned out. So, thank you for setting out this challenge again. It was a lot of fun to do, and arguably one of my favourite ones altogether. So, yeah, I think what I'm going to do with this coaster is I'm going to keep the layout, keep the support, and then down the line I'm going to make this a proper ride with like an area, a name, a logo, and some proper cinematics and a proper video dedicated to it down the line. But for now, I'm going to leave you with a super clean, nice POV, front and back row. Obviously it's going to be a bit more jittery because it is 2 meter, as I would have explained in the time-lapse. But I will also do some nice sort of hand film cinematics of the coaster just to kind of get a rough overview of what it looks like. So again, thank you very much for watching this challenge video. I also, again, as I've probably said in the time-lapse, thank you for the insane support recently on the channel. We're nearly at 3,000 subscribers, and that is absolutely insane. Thank you. I could not even believe I'm even there at this point. It's quite astounding to me. But thank you very much for the support, and also the support on the challenge videos as well. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying them, so please suggest some more if you want to see any different ones. Also go check out Misty's video on his challenge video. I don't know if I've either linked it in the description or something, but he's also doing some challenge videos, and I recommend you go watch them as well. And yeah, I'll leave you with the rest of the footage. So thank you very much for watching this challenge video. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you all next time.